Hi, this is Bosco, and today I'm going to talk about the layout and the narrative of this website. Regarding the layout, we'll be focusing on the three questions that are shown on this slide. So first of all, I think this layout actually makes sense because as from the screen, there is a mark on each featuring location, and when you tap onto it, there are the other panels showing you about the pop-up window and the narratives in that box. And below this pop-up window, there are actually hyperlinks that leads to additional information about the cave. For example, its chronology and the different hypotheses about its entrances. And from the bar as shown here, the website designer actually follows a route from the entrance to a deep inside the cave with 12 different labeled locations as shown here. And the one we show here is the first site, which is the Brunel Chamber South. So I think that at this aspect, the website actually makes quite a lot of sense and it's very easy to follow. However, there are also some issues, or to be precise, technical issues that we may face when we are creating this website. For example, there is a hyperlink that leads to a blank page, which may actually cause quite a lot of confusion for the here. And particularly when we are using the phone or tablet to navigate the website, zooming in and out using your fingers may also cause some technical difficulty here. So these are some issues that the webpage designer or the archaeologist may need to consider about when they are trying to show more information through the website to the public. And then we'll proceed to the narrative of this website, which will focus on these two questions here mainly. And actually, I think that in the virtual tour section, the narratives focus more on the artistic details of the cave painting. And the tiny details of each painting is recorded and it shows how the archaeologist deduced what it represents. For example, the narrative focuses on the bear's brown muscle and the round ears here to deduce that it is actually a bear. However, the stories behind these paintings is actually not really shown in these web pages here. For example, why the paintings are drawn and what are their functions are not mentioned here. And instead, they are all bundled together in another web page that is in the same website but not in the virtual tour section. And for these web pages that deduces the context, they highlight the living habits of the Auric nations that are living in the caves, such as their habit of living in an open air camp near the caves, and as well as the symbolic meaning behind all these paintings. For example, about the power of animals like the mammoths and lions that they hunt and consume when they're in these caves. Therefore, I think that the narrative is actually quite detailed, clear, and precise. However, I also think that the webpage design survey consider putting this information alongside the invest, virtual tour description panel so that when the web users navigate through the website and through the virtual tour, they may actually have a smoother experience or have a clearer understanding about the tour here. Thank you, and that's the end of my presentation.